Right. So this was it. This was the video that I made. A little simple thing, to be honest. Again, it's something that after I'd messed around with it for like a couple of hours, I was like, yeah, that's not funny. I'm not going to post it. But the two things that I've contemplated not posting have been like my two biggest hits. Like that one that I did with the Kylie Minogue song. I wasn't going to post that. I was just like, it made me sort of go, huh. And I was just going to share it on like a WhatsApp group that I'm part of. But they were like, oh, post it. So I did. Which is kind of worrying because it's like clearly my tastes and what's funny does not jive with the popular kind of humour. But anyway, so this is the video. Basically, I wanted to take this video, Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum playing the piano, which is just, it's hilarious as it is. But again, I was like, I'd already made that one where they're in the car, and I thought I could do one where, I don't know, just the song, everything about the song just kind of lent itself to making something funny. So I took that and I wanted to put it on the TV screens like that. And literally all I did is you use After Effects, you cut out the TV screen and then you plop in your video behind it. So this shot here, for example, which is inside the car, that started out as literally just a screen grab. That started out as that, which is when Lex goes, it's a CD-ROM, and she touches the screen. It's a screenshot, that's all it is. And then I photoshopped out her, so it ended up like that, which is, to be honest, is very rough. You could see I just like literally took the brush tool, painted over the steering column. I didn't even try to make it look good, because it was going to be there so briefly. You didn't really have to. Still some kind of weird hand left over down here. Very simple trick. Harusha Rakiti says, sorry about that, says congrats on the Sam Neill retweet, fame, you deserve it. Oh, thanks very much. Harusha Rakiti. The Kylie one absolutely killed me, just incredible. Oh, thank you. Definitely my biggest hit. On Twitter, that is, because I couldn't upload it to YouTube because it just instantly a strike. Bloody Kylie's lawyers come after me. I don't know how it's lasted so long on Instagram, on Twitter, to be honest, because it got taken down everywhere else. Anyway. So yeah, so that shot, I was like, I need a shot where we see the TV in the car come on. And then, because I knew I had the reaction shot of them looking around, where is it? Here. Like the TV screen comes on. And then they look confused. And then, like that shot there of Gennaro, his reaction was just perfect. Look, he's like, the fuck? Couldn't believe it. So I was like, oh, that's too perfect. So I'll have to get a shot of them coming on the telly. Then they look around. And then it's like, what the fuck? Timmy's like, can't believe it. So that kind of worked out nice. And that moment there is when the goat comes out. It's when Hammond, I think it's Hammond. No, it's Ray. Ray comes over the speaker and says, keep watching the fence, we'll tempt the Rex with a goat. And they go, oh shit. So once we got that shot like that, let's see here. Oh, actually, I think I'd already put the mask on. Yeah, so for example, once I'd photoshopped Lex out, you get just that. And then in order to put something on the TV screen, you get a little mask up. Like, this is obviously very simple. I didn't use this. I used a rotoscoping thing on After Effects, which is just far more, it's more accurate. It ends up looking smoother. But this works as well if you've got a static shot, for example. it ends up like that. So basically you've cut a hole out of that, and then you can put in like, you can drag in anything you put below that on a timeline pops up in the screen. So you've got Dennis Nedry there. Hooray, look, he's on telly. Simple stuff like that. And then once you've got your little shot, you just sort of fake the motion. So you take your shot, you add a bit of scale to it. Where we going here? You scale it in as if a camera is zooming in, like that. Can you see that there? You basically fake it to make it look like an actual shot. So you see in this one, it just zooms in, just a gentle zoom in. Or for example, something like this one here. It's just a single screenshot. That's all it is from the film. That like, because you could get a couple of seconds of footage, but then every single frame you'd have to track these speakers on it, for example. But if you just use a screenshot, you've only got one frame that you have to edit, and then you can add a digital camera bob. You can add a digital camera zoom and a digital camera bob. Like if you watch this, it sort of zooms. Actually, I think I've got the thing set up here. Is it this? What's this? Is it this? Where is it? No, it's not that. Here we go. So there's the original screenshot from the film. It's just a screenshot. I don't know why I pressed play, because it's just a screenshot. But I needed to make for the joke of like blasting, because there's something funny about them just projecting the music over like a megaphone system into the park, like to torment the dinosaurs with. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. So I added some little. I added them, the little speakers. Literally just a Googled image. And then you add your classic zoom in to make it a bit more dynamic, to feel like a shot and not a static image. What's this? Oh shit. So this is just literally, there's the speakers on their own there. Literally just two speakers that I photoshopped, added a bit of shadow to. Lined them up so it looked kind of good, as if it would be realistic. To be honest, I could have spent more time with that, made it look a bit better, but for the purposes of like 3 seconds shot on a Twitter video that's like that big, no one's gonna know. So that was that, and then again, you add your zoom, you add your camera bob, and then it kind of sort of looks like a camera has filmed it. Where are we? Like that. See, there's just a slight bobbing up and down as if someone was holding a camera. Pretty simple stuff, to be honest. And then again, the rest is just rotoscoped computer screens to match the shot up. And then you put a filter on the footage. You get a filter, like there's some cool filters to add scan lines and like a bit of bloom and like a rolling shutter type effect, as if it was on a CRT monitor. So you can sort of see, if I turn that off, where are we here? If I turn that off, you can see it loses the scan lines. Let's put that 100%. I mean, that would look fine, but you want it to look like it's on a TV screen, a computer, an old 90s computer screen. So there's that. Then to sell the illusion, again, it's a lot of it is the sound design. So it cuts from a very booming, echoey, distant sound for this bit, and then it goes very tinny, which is just again, it's just just like an audio filter. Let's put this on solo. So can you hear it sounds like crappy? This is it without the effect.
Should she be served? No one else.
Just kind of. It just makes it sound better. Like it's on a shitty computer screen. And then of course, once you've got that, the other thing that sells it is the is it diegetic sound or non-jet? It's the diegetic sound. So the stuff of like computers beeping and a bit of room ambience, which again, that's built from scratch. There's no audio taken from the clip in this. So if I mute that, this is what it sounds like without any of just the background noise. So a lot of like computer beeps and a bit of movement when he turns around. Stuff like that. And then you put it all together.
Yes, sir. That's my baby now.
There you go. You got your little video. So it's just simple stuff like that. Instead of going through like a few seconds of footage frame by frame and masking these speakers onto that bloody pole as it's moving, which you could do with tracking and stuff in After Effects, and it'd probably look a bit better. You can just fake it. You can just do one frame, do your edit, and then after it's like one image, you just add a bit of camera bob. It's very, very simple. Stuff like that. Any questions? And I'll show you the stuff that didn't work, because this video was a little bit longer. It had a few more seconds of stuff, but I wasn't happy with the masking. So this bit here, look. Unseen. So I put them in the background. Don't know what's happening with that. I thought that shot was good because it's three separate screens and it pans across. So you see that one, and then it pans across and you've got the big projection in the background. But there was something weird, like the masking's alright, but because of the frame rate differences, obviously Jurassic Park is at 23.976 frames per second. The footage, the video of them playing the piano was at about 30. And something in there means that it looks really jerky. So if you look at the actual Jurassic Park footage and focus on this, it's fine, smooth. But if you look at them, it's like jittery. Like that. Can you see that there? So I wasn't happy with that. I just clipped off the very last bit here. I used this bit. Which I thought worked better as like an ending for the video, because I wasn't happy with how jerky that was. Looked like shit. So that's pretty much it. I didn't use this bit either because we already had one shot of Nedry. Yeah, the original thing there, if you look, it was Nedry who he's like doing some hacking where he sends the footage to the car and to the speaker system. That was the little plan there. So he like goes, clicks the mouse, and then that's when it joined onto that. So it was like he clicks the mouse and it somehow sends the footage to the car to fuck up the tour, because he's Nedry, isn't he? He's an asshole. But ultimately, because I was so frustrated with that jerkiness and I couldn't resolve it, I tried changing the frame rates of that source file. I tried doing all sorts. Oh, whoa, look at that without the thing. It's kind of funny. Anyway. And honestly, I think it works better just because it's instant, you know, you're straight in, you're straight out. And it clearly got a bit of a response. Fucking hell, I got a retweet from him. So that was good. So that was my little video that I did and how I did it. Oh yeah, this is the original ending for it. It was going to be this shot where Hammond is like,
stop the program. Stop the program.
Very transmittable.
in a way he's like, stop the program, shut it down. which I thought was a good ending, but again, it was the frame rates. I couldn't get it to look fluid and smooth, so we just had that, like...
Stop the program. Stop
Very, very transmittable.
Transmittable. I thought that was a good ending. And then it would have been logo. But I couldn't do it, so that was your lot there, just that.
Nice.
I thought that was quite good. What's going on in the chat? You've gone very quiet, people. Very quiet in there. Is there out else you wanted to see? Are we still live? What's going on? Here we are. Getting texts.